All right. Well, good morning, everyone. So we're sitting here about 9 a.m. and we seem to have a bit of a momentum stock. A little bit of churn that we just kind of went through here on PEV, but the high right now is 63. So it did just break out on this 5-minute candle. It made a new high, very high volume, but it definitely was struggling a little bit at 45 and 55. So I want to see, as it comes back and retests that level, how it behaves. The high was 63. There's 65. So with these types of stocks, this is a stock, by the way, that had a pretty big move yesterday, but then sold off. So it didn't hold it super well. For those tuning in on YouTube, reminders always that trading is risky. My results are not typical, so I encourage you to take it slow. Not try to blindly follow me or anyone else. Just practice in a simulator before you put real money on the line, because there's no guarantee you'll find success as a trader, whether you learn from me or you trade on your own. PEV, it's up 30% right now, which makes it our 5th leading gapper on the day, but to me more interesting than the other ones on there. But you see that sort of stream of selling, a lot of red on the tape. So is that short selling? Maybe. Is it profit taking from this move already from 6 to 750? Maybe. But then what you do have going for you is a really nice looking volume profile. High volume. And of course 840 was the high yesterday, so that's a reasonable target. If we got through that, we would be blue sky. It's a recent IPO stock. Dip trade for me at 58. There's 71. That's a profit opportunity. New order is 75 to add. Added at 75. Now looking for adds at 85 and 95 for the move up to 8. So I'm starting to size up here. Watching 85, adding at 85. There's 88. Now watch over 95 for the squeeze up to $8. So we are getting some momentum on this, which is good. I'm taking a little profit off the table. Small gains for me, relatively speaking. Watching this area for a dip, adding at 79. And now looking for the move up to 88. And we'll see if we get a test of $8. There's 88, nice. Some profit opportunity there. High of this candle's 88. Watching to add on these dips. Added at 80. So buying the dip down there. We're up 34%. So this is moving up the scanners. 10,000 share buyer at 85. Watching again for dips. Flat for now. Watching for another dip. So volume profile, what is it telling us? Pullback, pullback. Everything on the volume side looks pretty good. High is 89. Little struggle up here around 8. And it looks like it struggled in this area yesterday as well, a little bit. Sort of hit its head at 8 and then broke through it, but then came back below it. So we'll keep watching for pullback entries. Added at 76. I like buying these little dips, 5 cents here, 10 cents there. That can be $100 on smaller size. Seller comes in at 77 or 79. So I can watch two things. One, to see if that seller gets bought up. And two, if that seller moves its order around. This is still a light volume pullback, but on the 1 minute you can see how we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th pullback on the 1 minute chart. Now one of them kind of took the form of a 5-minute bull flag, but it only pulled back just for a moment. So it still sort of just looks like it's the 5th 1 minute pullback. So see how that seller is walking it down a little bit from 74 to 73. That's something to be mindful of. We can see that on the level 2. But then on that candle right there, 50,000 shares of volume. So some shares got bought up. So now we're forming another most likely 5-minute pullback. So probably won't, except for dip trades, trade too much while it's pulling back. We'll wait for it to rally back up. Good morning. Good to see you. Low there was 61. Dip at 68. Trying to buy off that support level here for the curl back up to 75 and 80. Over 75 can be an add. Watching this area, 775. You see how it's basing? And now we want to watch the break of 73. There you go. There's 73. There's 75. Nice trade. To spring right off the low with a stop at 61. So the stop is always pretty tight on these. The expectation isn't really that it's going to like squeeze all the way back to the high. Sometimes that happens, but it's not really the expectation. Really, it's just about catching a couple of little dips off the low. So now you're back to a double bottom, added at 65. Double bottom bounce, back up to 70. $60, $70 on a trade like that. Small gains, but you know, small gains add up. Base hits can become daily goals. Added at 55. Trying to do the dip off of the $50 there. Nice little pop there, bounce up to 64. So right now we're in a 5-minute pullback. I don't mind buying dips, but I'm not buying breakouts on a 5-minute pullback because, well, it's not in a breakout position right now. It's still pulling back. Added it. Oh, no fill. Added at 57 there. Bought that dip, looking for reclaiming 65 and then back up towards 70. So the high of this candle is 65. I'm going to add over 65, new orders at 66. Watching, added right there, 65. Now looking for the squeeze up to 75 as we start to base out. Nice. So that's a nice pullback trade. Not a huge win, but you know, again, buying those dips, looking for that wave back up. New orders at 75. This candle is still has 2 minutes left on it. Is a doji at the moment. So we're basing support off the low back here, 53. The high up here is 69. Flat for right now, watching for the next trade. So I'm all out, let it pull back, watching 750 support. Volume has declined a little bit. Moving averages are converging a little bit. We're in consolidation. We still have about a minute left on this 1 minute candle, 5-minute candle. And then we would be setting up for first 5-minute candle to make a new high, potentially. But whether or not that resolves is, I'm not sure. It's still a bit extended on the 5. Right at the 20 moving average. I'm going to watch to see if it tries to break 750. So there's 56 on the bid. Some red on the tape. $55, $54, $53. Starter at 56, trying to buy this dip here off of 50. First 5-minute candle to make a new high. Watch for an add over 70. Just watch this area here. High of this candle 77. Now we have a 5-minute setup. Watching, added at 74. Now looking for 75, 78, and a move up to 80. I'd like to see if this tries to reclaim the $8 level from yesterday. Watching to buy this dip. So you see we sort of get these pops, the pullback. This candle right now, watching back over 70. Added at 64. Now looking for the rally back through 70. The 5 minute still looks good. 65, 68. Flat at 64 for right now, break even. It's a tricky 1 minute candle, but the 5 still looks good. So that one candle there dropped, 80,000 shares, 20 cents. So the high of that candle, 78. That was high volume, and that was a bit of a, red flag there because that high volume candle ended up turning red by the close. About 12 minutes to the open. So I think my game plan today is, as we go into the open, I'll certainly be watching PEV, but I'll keep a close eye on the high day Momo scanner. We've had some action today. I mean, not huge, but we've gotten a little bit of action. So that's good to see. And I think the game plan will be to keep focusing on following the volatility. Where something is moving, jumping in and trying to size up when it looks obvious and not trade the choppy stuff that's not obvious. So that's my game plan right now. We've got 10 minutes to the opening bell. So for Warrior Pro all access members, we'll keep watching PEV. It's on a little bit of a dip right now. You've got this sort of, moving average crossover. You've got this pullback with this red candle. So a couple warning signs right now. That's okay. If it is strong, we will see more opportunities and I'll be able to size up for them. So I'm just going to take it a little bit slow right now while we wait for the next setup to form. And then there's a couple other stocks that I had on watch as kind of wild card setups. Maybe they go, maybe they don't. So I have those on the side and we'll see if we get some more action today. But in any case, pretty decent morning here, all things considered. Just shy of the $5,000 daily goal. So really can't complain too much. All right, so that's the game plan. For those tuning in on YouTube, thank you for tuning in here for the morning show. Brief little morning show giving you the watch list, showing you what's moving today. PEV up 30%. And we'll be back at it first thing tomorrow morning to finish off the week Friday with hopefully a couple more green trades. Reminder, as always, trading is risky. My results are not typical, and most beginner traders lose money, so you should take it slow. There's no guarantee you'll find success, whether you learn from me or trade on your own, so really take it slow.